Hello everyone. So today I want to share with you 5 reasons why I think you should homeschool your child with autism. Hello everyone, Michelle, the Brave Homeschooling Mama. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am participating in a collaboration with Eleni from Living with Eve, in where she got a bunch of YouTube homeschool moms together. They have children with diverse, special needs, and we are going to talk about homeschooling our children with special needs. So make sure when you are done watching this video to check the description for Eleni's channel and also for the playlist. So when I want to share with you the reasons why I think you should homeschool your child with autism. It might be a scary thing when you have a child with special needs to homeschool him. You feel that you don't have the experience, you don't feel you have the education to work with your child with autism, and you are there. And I'm here to tell you that you do, and you are able to homeschool them. And I'm going to give you some of the reasons why I think you should homeschool a child with autism. When my son got diagnosed last year with autism, and he was already, we were already homeschooling. So I already knew I wanted to homeschool him, but I am so glad that we are homeschooling him. I'll share the reasons why we still homeschooling him, and I think that I know that you're able to homeschool a child with autism. So I'm just going to share with you the reasons why I think you should. So the first thing, and that's for any child, not just a child with autism, just for any child, you are able to teach them at their pace, at the developmental level, exactly where they are. They don't have to compete with other kids at school and try to keep up with what's going on in the classroom if they have trouble in some areas. So your child you're able to teach them at their pace, exactly where they are, and where they are developmentally. And that's so important for any child, especially children with disabilities. You don't want them to get frustrated. You want to be able to meet them where they are. And so that's one of the reasons that I think you should homeschool your child with autism, is just to teach them exactly where they are, teach them at where they are developmentally. One of the things, you can let them stim and fidget all they want when they're at home, and they're able to do that. My son, he has a stuffed animal that he carries everywhere, and that's mostly for his stimming. He likes to smell it, and that just gives him some comfort and keeping, you don't know sometimes in the classroom if they be able to keep his stuffed animal, or how other kids are going to see it. This is the reality of the world. There's a lot of cruel kids out there. And so because of being at home, they're able to fidget, they're able to stim as long as they want to, as long as, it's safe. So yes. So my son, like I said, he has this little stuffed animal. He has a Stitch, and he carries this thing everywhere, and he smells it, and he shakes his hand, so that the stuffed animal hand. And so that's the way he stims, and that's okay. If he's at home, he can do whatever he wants as long as it's safe. And so your child be able to stim and fidget as much as they want. And that's just one of the reasons why you should homeschool. You can pick now, going back and talking about, more the educational part of it, the, curriculum. You can pick whatever curriculum works best for your child. You can start with something. If it doesn't work, you can just toss it and get something else. You can, mix things, together. You'll be able to pick what's best for your child, best on what they need, based on their likes and their passions and their gifts. And that's such an important part. And then you're able to bring their interest into the homeschool. My son, he is obsessed with video games and Minecraft. So we bring that a lot into our homeschool, especially when it has to do with writing. My son has a hard time writing. He does not like to write. And so if we are going to write something about Minecraft or Mario, there's more, he's going to be a little bit more interested in it, and he's going to try to write because he knows what to write, and this is something he's passionate about. So just bringing their interests and finding a curriculum that works for them is just such a great, that's one of the reasons you should homeschool. And at school, if they're in public school or in any school away, not in homeschool, they're going to have to follow a curriculum that everybody else is following. And it might not be for them. One curriculum cannot work for all the kids, right? So you're able to cater that curriculum for them, find something that works for them. You'll have more time to work on those life skills, on those simple life skills like doing the laundry and things like that. And we work through that throughout the day, and he has his chores that he has to do, and I'm gonna start working a little bit more on life skills with him actually. But you have more time to work on those things that your child needs. What if it is, we're learning how to wash his clothes, and just those social skills, how to be able to read, emotions. And he does that a lot also with his, ABA therapist. So it's just working on those social skills, working on life skills. I think being at home, they'll have more time to work on those, and also to work on those in the real world, because you're able to take them out. You go on field trips, you're out and about more. They weren't there in school. They'll be just in school. Yes, they work on some life skills at school, but just in the school setting. Just being homeschooled, you're able to take them into the community, and they're able to work on those skills out when they go on field trips, when they go to the park, when they have to go to the grocery store with you, or so it is more time to be able to work on those life skills and social skills with, I think, is very, very important. And the last thing, they have more access. They can have more access to the things they love throughout the day. My son, his obsession, or his, is video games. That's what calms him down. That's what keeps him calm throughout the day. Yes, he plays a lot of video games and he watches a lot of videos, but that's kind of what it helps him stay calm. And then yes, we have sometimes a hard time, transitioning from that, but we're able to work, and then he can play video games. Even through his ABA session, he plays. Once he earns his, his tokens, he can play video games. So he has more access to do the things that he loves throughout the day, or the things that he's obsessed with, or whatever, throughout the day. So it just works. And once we're done with school, we don't do school for 3 to 5 hours. We do school for about an hour. And when he does therapy, that's a little bit more. But if it's just me and school, an hour and 10 minutes, sometimes less, and then he has time to play video games or watch his videos that he likes. And yeah, for some people it'll be like, oh, that's too much, but for him it works, and it keeps him regulated, it keeps him calm. And if we go to the park and he enjoys that, and we go on field trips and we go see friends and hang out with, but when he's home, it keeps him regulated, and it just helps. It helps everyone. And so that's important, to be able to get to things that grasp their attention, their obsession, or the things that they love to do. So these are my 5 reasons why I think you should homeschool your child with autism. And there's many more, of course. I could sit here and talk for hours about this. But I just want to tell you that if you are thinking about homeschooling your child with autism, yes, you can do it. You are the best teacher for your child. You know your child best. Your child will be able to be himself or herself being at home, and being at home with you, and they can learn at their pace. And it's just so much that you can do with them just by having them at home and just being in the real world instead of school. So yes. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you check the description box for Lillian's channel, and also for the playlist. I can't wait to watch the playlist and see everybody's video, and learn about everybody, all the other disabilities that they're going to be talking about. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.